Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. And today we are still in part 3 trying to figure out how to work this camera and to make it work. So today we are gonna be trying out two makeup palettes, and they're both from Revlon. Now I don't really have that many things from Revlon other than a few lipsticks or liquid lipsticks, and of course my all-time favorite foundation. Other than that, I don't really find the things that work for me from Revlon, so I decided I gave it a go. There was a really good sale going on in Superdrug. I bought the lipstick, the foundation, I got this eyeshadow palette for free, and I got this eyeshadow palette for free on top of it. So I was really happy. Instead of paying something around £40, I ended up paying £21 if I'm not mistaken, but it was definitely a steal. It was this eyeshadow palette, which is called 520 Watercolors Aquarelle. Okay, so you get two sponge applicators in here that are great, to be honest, if you're on the go and you want to maybe touch up your makeup. These are the colors. So this eyeshadow palette is called 200 Seductive Smokies, and it's called Eyes, Cheeks and Lips. In here we have 6 eyeshadow colors on the top, something that's supposed to be a blusher, and 4 lip products, so that's very good. Also, I just realized there is also a mirror on the top here, so again, something that's very good for on the go. So what I thought we do is we try out these two eyeshadow palettes. Oh, also in this one you get a small, and I mean tiny, lip brush of these sponge applicators. The tiniest brush that I'm assuming is supposed to be for the blush. So I will use this eyeshadow palette on this side and this eyeshadow palette on this side, and as this also has a blush and a lip products in here, I will be using that for the entire face. Okay, so let's start with, let's see, I decided also I will completely only use the products that are in the palette. First of all, we need to put the hairband on. Right. Okay, so we're going in, we're gonna use this brush. Right, let's see what it looks like on the brow. We're going to take a similar brush, and we're going to do the same. The lightest is this off pinky white, so this is the color we're going to use, and we're going in with this smooth kind of a texture. It did pick up a lot of color and it didn't keep up so much product. Right, so wow, we're gonna do a smoky purpley eye, I suppose, on both sides. This brush on this side again, and we are going to take gray here in the middle. I don't know why I'm surprised. This is a little bit more pigmented than what I thought it would be. In gunmetal kind of a color, I suppose you would say. And we're going to take the darkest shade in here and try to make it look somewhat similar on the other side. I don't know if you can see the difference. They kind of look similar, but you can definitely tell the difference of this being a matte color and this being more of a shimmery or metallic, if you will. Also, this gray in this palette seems to almost have a little bit of more blue in it than on this side. This is more like a true gunmetal kind of a color. We're gonna put the darker purple on the outer half of the lid. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot darker than it's going to be on the other side. Also, to be quite honest, I don't really think you can tell much the difference between the purple color that I just put on and between the gray. So, but oh well. On the other side, again, we're gonna be taking a similar brush, this color, which is more purple. Also, there is quite a bit of fallout on each side. First, on this side, we're going to apply this more nude looking color. This eyeshadow palette has quite a lot of kickback, or has a lot of fallout. If that is something that bothers you, maybe this one is not for you. Now for the other side, we're going to use the NYX glitter primer, because the color, the baby pink little square here, looks like it has glitter and shimmer in here. It looks very pretty in the pan, however I do want to give it a fair shot and use a glitter primer for it. Just putting it in on the areas where I put the glitter glue down. Definitely this side is more colorful and this side is more of a standard smoky eye look, because you can't see any of the purple in the color. At least I don't think you can. But this one is quite interesting. However, I will say, if any of this glitter gets into your eye, it will hurt so much. So make sure that when you're patting it on with the brush, or if you decide to do it with a finger, you're being careful. This color here at the bottom, it's almost like a gray that has red shimmers in it, and we're just gonna put it right there. Oof, wow. I mean, it's really pigmented. However, to be honest with you, I can't see any of the shimmer. It's just a darker gray. Okay. And for the other side, I do not have a color to match it. However, at least now we can try the last color that we haven't tried in here yet, which is that lavender on top. Just to blend out the eyeshadow. It's just strange that pretty much all the colors look gray on this side. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend out this side. I'm gonna clean up the fallout that has occurred on both sides. So far what I can say for the eyeshadows is that these eyeshadows have a lot of kickback in the pan, and it did feel rather dry when you're applying it on. Also, all the darker colors, to be honest, look the same on the eyes. So for this palette with the 5 colors, I think it's quite okay. I mean, the glitter, honestly, be careful with this, because if you get this in your eye, it will hurt. However, it looks quite nice. Also, they had a lot less kickback in the pan, and they felt a little bit smoother. I don't know, it depends. If you prefer kind of a purpley, pinky, lavender kind of looks, you might prefer this eyeshadow a lot more. It's also smaller and easier to travel with. If you prefer gray smoky eyes, then this eyeshadow palette is going to be great for you. Now, I know there are 6 colors in here, however, the four here are literally look so similar on the eye that if I didn't know I applied different colors, I wouldn't know that there are different colors on my eye. And the top 2 colors are quite similar to. We will still try the blush in this palette and the lip products. Okay, so now we have finished up the rest of the makeup, so eyeliner, mascara, powder, foundation, anything else? I think that's it. And now we're going to go in with the blush. Now I usually don't like to wear blush, however, for the sake of the video, we are going to go in with the blush. Now, I will say that I don't know how much this blush would show up on someone that has a darker complexion. As for the lips, we are going to take right, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the darkest color, this one. If you ask me, this looks more like this color. I don't know. Now I just realized, looking at the bag, that I actually use 2 lip glosses and not a lipstick. So what I'm going to do to give it a fair shot, I'm going to take the lip gloss down and use the lipstick. And it also looks like I'm gonna have to use a little lip brush that's in here because all my brushes are dirty now. Here we go. I'm gonna go in with the red. The brush is already starting to shed, so I would definitely not recommend to use this. However, I'm just gonna go, oh, hello. Okay. Damn. This lipstick though. Okay. Damn it. Okay. I will admit that the lipstick and the blush in this palette is what makes it worth it. If you want my opinion, the eyeshadows are not great, however they're good enough for basic kind of a smoky eye, if that is your go-to or your everyday kind of a makeup look, then I definitely think you're going to like this eyeshadow palette. However, if you like purples, I think you would really like this this little palette. It would be really easy to travel with as well if that's something that is important to you. So if they're both quite sleek and they feel quite sturdy. The blush in the bigger palette and the lipstick is definitely what makes me want to use this again, because it makes me feel like if I really wanted a quick look and that was the only thing I had, I could make it work. However, with this one you might need a blush, highlight, bronzer, whatever it is that you use, and a lipstick or some kind of a lip product. So I can't believe actually that I'm gonna say this, but this palette wins due to the fact that it has 3 different things in here. It does have 6 eyeshadows, a blush, 2 lipsticks and 2 lip glosses, and the lipstick completely surprised me. This lipstick is amazing. It is such a beautiful, I would call this a classic Hollywood red. It's definitely not matte, but it feels super comfortable on the lips. If you're expecting higher quality eyeshadows, this is not it. However, they work, you can apply them. Keep in mind that if you decide to use this, if you decide to buy this palette, that you will need a glitter glue if you wanted to use that pinky color. Price wise, I don't think they're that much different. But yeah guys, this is my opinion of these 2 little eyeshadow palettes, and this is it. They're not the best, they're not the worst. This is my opinion. I do like Revlon, so don't think that It's a brand I do not like. I have used their foundation since I started makeup, so it must have been about 10 years, if not more, that I have stayed true to their foundation. The lipstick though, that literally made my look today, and I absolutely love it. Also, I will insert some pictures of this so you can see it with not this strange light. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting situation. Sorry guys. Now do keep in mind that just because I might not like these products doesn't mean that I don't like the brand, or doesn't mean that all their products are bad, or that even the product is bad. Simply for me, when I'm comparing it to all the other products that I have, they haven't performed as maybe as good as my expectations were. And yeah, okay guys, this is it for this video. It's starting to be yellow in the back, so that's when I know that I need to stop. And yeah, please let me know if there's anything you want me to do, or any type of video. I hope you are having a lovely day, afternoon, morning, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video, hopefully. Bye!